Okay, so this lab book is called Elemental Tale. Make sure your name is on it. If you'll put your hour, that's actually really convenient with my TA if things get messed up. Because I don't know, they get mixed up, especially if you turn them in late. Okay, the Elemental Tale lab book is a lot about the elements and the periodic table. That's like its main focus. We'll do quite a bit of studying and memorizing the elements. So if you would look at page number 10. And I know it's kind of weird to start on the 10th page, but that's where we're going to start. Is that right? Yeah, page 10. On page 10, you will see this. You guys see this? All right. These are the 50 elements I require you to memorize. Oh, I should have known you wouldn't complain. Your first hour, you don't make noise. That means you're excited to do it, right?
I know it in Spanish.
You know it in Spanish? Yeah. Oh boy. You can fill it out in Spanish. That's fine with me, but I'll have to give it to someone that knows Spanish. Shelby, you're in charge of grading it. I'm sure they teach the elements in dual immersion. Agua is made out of hydrogen and helium. Let's hear it. That sounded Russian. Hydrogen. Oh yeah, straight up Spanish accent right there. All right, this is what we're going to do. If you have a device, take it out and you're going to fill in these blanks. So what you're doing is you're finding either the name or the symbol. So aluminum has a symbol. Anyone already know it? Oh golly. AL, this man. Thank you so much. Oh no. Oh, I feel like that's selected. I knew today was gonna be rough because I started my computer and it wouldn't recognize my keyboard. Then I plugged the keyboard in and then it recognized both of them. I'm like, okay, I got this. But then I had to restart it again anyway. And now YOLO. Okay, so you would put an AL right here. AL. Then SB, you're gonna put the name of SB right here. And it's all sorts of not what you would expect it to be. The name of SB is antimony. Antimony. All right, you can take that folded one. Yep. Okay, so what I want you to do on your phone, or you can get an iPad, that's fine. Search a periodic table, but really search elements in alphabetical order. If you search elements in alphabetical order, you can fill out this chart in a hurry because it's in alphabetical order. If you need an iPad to do it, go ahead and grab one. Just open up Safari, which is already open, and search elements by alphabetical order.
Wait, what's AU?
Gold. Gold. Who's lost? What's Siri saying? Anyone need me to bring him an iPad? So they're alphabetical by column, and they may not seem alphabetical, like SB didn't seem alphabetical, but it's antimony. Yeah, the Lentech one is usually the one that most kids find. All right, everyone finding one? This will take you a year. Search elements in alphabetical order. There you go. That one's usually is one everyone hits up. And they'll be like alphabetical this way, and then this way, and then that way. All right, while you're doing that, I will do this. He's on fire. Just for your musical pleasure. Is antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen, and rhenium, and nickel, I can't keep up because he's doing too fast. Iodine, thorium, and thallium, and thallium. There's lithium, terbium, actinium, rubidium, boron, gadolinium, niobium, iridium, strontium, and silicon, and silver, and samarium, and bromine, lithium, beryllium, and barium. So you just got to memorize this song and it'll be fine. There's holmium, and helium, and hafnium, and erbium, and phosphorus, and francium, and fluorine, and terbium, and manganese, and mercury, molybdenum, and magnesium, dysprosium, and scandium, and cerium, and cesium, and lead, praseodymium, and platinum, plutonium, palladium, promethium, potassium, polonium, and tantalum, technetium, titanium, tellurium, and cadmium, and calcium, and chromium, and curium. There's sulfur, californium, and fermium, berkelium, and also mendelevium, titanium. You're not digging it, Aubrey? Not your favorite song? You can add it to your playlist. What? Oh. All right, so there's a little, oh, we got an ad. Ain't got time for ads. The what? It's clean. ASAP Science, the periodic table. All right.
And now,
Oh yeah, I've heard this one.
Science presents the elements of the periodic table.
These guys don't sound nerdy at all. Is this helping you do it faster? You done, Grace? Wow.
First lines. Yeah. Are you first two, then from aluminum? Right.
So we call those the representative elements.
What's the last row called?
The noble gases.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that how you, what do you call them in Spanish?
Yeah, that's right.
How did you get done so much faster than everyone else? You just that amazing. Run fast, write fast.
What's it?
Tungsten.
Tungsten.
There you go.
That?
It's E-N. I don't know. Did you put an O or an E? It's T-E-N. It doesn't matter that much, but
Oh, it's that.
what do you call it in Spanish?
I don't know.
Okay, you don't know this song, but it's Nirvana. It's called Lithium. So I might as well listen to that. Oh, hey, nice Wells. Who else knows this song? I guarantee Van knows this song. You got to know this. Okay. Okay. I was almost let down on you. Yes. Yeah, that's fine. That's a great idea. You have the coolest stuff on your keychain. Holy cow. Okay, after this song, we're going to wrap it up. What? Because we have stuff to do. Like, get busy. Friday, we are doing stuff. Is it not Friday? Shoot me. It's Friday, right?
It's Friday.
Oh gosh, Shelby. Longest day of my life. I mean, week. See, that's how bad it's been. Actually, homecoming week is the worst week. It's fun. Starts Monday. Monday, you're supposed to wear your jerseys, I believe. I have the coolest jersey ever. How many of you know where Steph Curry went to college? Anyone know where Steph Curry went to college? Anyone even know who Steph Curry is? Yes. He went to Davidson. So I have a Steph Curry college jersey from Davidson because I have to. Yeah, if there was someone famous from Johnson University, tell me you wouldn't get that jersey. Of course there is. If there's a Davidson, there's got to be a Johnson. All right, back to Nirvana. There are officially multiple songs. Let's skip to this Lithium, see what that one's about. You heard this song? Okay. Evanescence. Anyone know why they write songs about lithium? It's the upper level. Anyone know? Huh? It's called Lithium. Evanescence. I don't know, but it does get heavy, which Tom likes, Ariana likes, Wells likes, maybe. So lithium is used to treat some mental illnesses. So mostly bipolar disease, but it can be used for depression and anxiety as well. It's most likely in most of those. And don't ask me how that works. I have no idea. But so when you're depressed, you write songs about the chemical keeping you undepressed. Yeah, it sort of makes sense because most music is about beer if you're a country singer, or being depressed if you're a metal, or girls if you're a rapper. I think I got them covered. Did I miss any of the trifecta of music writing?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's about girls. Okay, or getting your heart broken. But I throw that into depression. every rock ballad. We should just low key play sad rock ballads from the 1800s. We got Vivaldi in there. I got doped. From the 80s. Sorry. 1800s heavy metal. Oh, okay. Moving on. Did anyone, when you fill these out, did any of you think, how in the world is that symbol that name? Did anyone have that thought? You're the only one. Okay, thank you. So like right here, the number 2, how did antimony end up with SB? That does not make sense because oxygen being O, I'm okay with that all day long. I can figure that out. All right, well, there's some weird ones like antimony and copper. That would sort of make sense. And lead and iron and all these. And here's something. You see the bottom things at number 4, or that's the 4 things at the bottom? I didn't sleep well. We were up late. It was a crazy evening at my house. My sons were getting asked to dance like crazy up till like 1 in the morning. And then I had to wake up and have fun with shelves in the driver's ed car. But anyway, so if I'm a little out of it, I'm out of it. Okay, here's the answer. The 4 things at the bottom, you're going to fill them in. Oh, I forget. What is going on here today? That's not working very well. So I'll bring it over here and I will hurt my shoulder because I love you guys. I'm willing to do that. It's all right. I'm tough. I can do it. Oops. So here's the deal. Some of those things are from their Latin names. All right. So if you look right here, antimony is SB. You look at these 4 rules for how to name them. Let's get through them. So number 1, okay. Now I'm going to say a long sentence. You can summarize it, but it says, how are chemical symbols assigned to elements? There's 4 things we do. First, the first 2 make sense. We usually take the first letter of the name, and that's the first letter of the symbol. So Lazy Tom would say, usually the first letter is the first letter. So when we have aluminum, you can write aluminum on the board for me. It's right there. It would make sense that aluminum, the first letter A, is the first letter of the symbol. That would make sense. All right, rule number 2. I never really know how to say this, but the second letter is usually one you hear when you say the name. So it's usually one like that you pronounce or you hear when you say the name. So if the first one's the first letter and the second one's the one you hear, aluminum actually makes a ton of sense. Because you say alu, you hear the L. Now they're not always the second letter in the word. All right, but they're ones that you typically hear when you say the name, if it has 2 letters. Okay with that? So we have bromine, chlorine, calcium, magnesium. Those things are reasonable. So if you're stuck on the test or the quizzes we're going to take and you don't know, guess the first letter and then one that you can hear, and you'll be right quite a bit. Okay, rule number 3 is that the first letter is always capitalized and the second letter is never capitalized. So first capitalized, second lowercase every time. Yes, ma'am. Right. That's a Latin one. We'll get there. Okay. Number 4. This is Shelby's like, but what about gold? It should be GD or something like that, right? But it's not. And number 4 is some symbols come from the Latin names. So I don't know if you're aware of this, but the United States of America is not the only country, and English is not the only language spoken in the world. Right, Diego? Say yes. So tons of these elements were discovered a long time ago, and they were named in Latin. One of them was named in German, but we're who we are. So we've changed their names, but their symbols still are the same. So for instance, we have gold. Gold's original name is aurum, A-U-R-U-M. So like the sun has a nice aura, that is the same idea as gold. It was shiny like the sun. All right. So that's where that comes from. Antimony is SB because its Latin name is stibnum. Now that's a weird sounding name. Lead is PB. Lead in Latin is plubum. All right. Silver is AG. It's argentum. What else do I got? I don't know all of them. Mercury is HG. It's like Harga something. I don't remember how to say it. The one that's German is tungsten, and it's a W because its name is Wolfram. That's where it was discovered, in a province of Germany called Wolfram. So the weird ones are from their Latin names. Iron is Fe. Its Latin name is ferrium. And if you've ever heard of a Ferris wheel, that comes from the name iron. It's like saying it's an iron wheel. It's a Ferris iron wheel. So Fe. I'm sure I missed a few, but potassium is casium, K-A-S something. So that one makes sense. Oh, and sodium, the one that we talk about the most, is natrium. So they do actually follow the same rules 1 and 2. We're just using those from their Latin names. Fair enough. Okay, application. The new element has been discovered on Neptune by a space probe. Chemists have named the element Neptune. Suggest a 2-letter symbol chemical you could use to name the new element. So tell your partner what you would name it. All right. So almost everybody always puts the same answer. They put NP, but you can't do that one. Why? It's already an element. All right, so NP or NT, and it's fine if you put NP, I don't really care, but NT is not already an element, so that one's usable. But I would never mark that wrong on the test, but I don't test you. Okay, now listen to this. I never have to worry. You guys at least pretend to listen expertly why this isn't working. So why do I keep picking it up? Here's how the 50 elements are assessed. And they're important. They are very important to your overall grade in this class. So on Tuesday of next week, I'm going to give you the first of 4 quizzes. You have 4 chances to get a perfect score to get bonus points. So on Tuesday, if you get 50 out of 50, I will give you 20 bonus points. So you'll get 70 out of 50 on your lab book. Go ahead, man. I will show you guys what it will look like. It looks just like this purple paper. It's not the same order. It just comes random. And you got to know both ways. Like you don't have to have anything. I don't just say, hey, name and write the symbols of the 50 elements. You just complete this kind of like that, just not in the same order. You with me? Okay, so Tuesday, you have the chance to get that. The next time will be a couple days after that. And it's just another chance to get a perfect score to earn bonus points. You get 15 if you pass it the second time. You get 10 if you pass it the third time. And you get 5 if you get a perfect score the last quiz. All right. Now, you're never technically required to get a perfect score. I'm just trying to incentivize you to get a perfect score. What's that? 50 out of 50. There's no grace. I'm not a nice person. Just kidding. I'm super nice. I'm giving you 4 chances to take a quiz and earn bonus points. Yeah, I don't grade spelling, but don't spell magnesium the same way you spell magnesium. Did I say manganese at first, or did I say them both? My bad. All the time, people have manganese and magnesium, and they can't remember which is which. So then they just tell me the other one's spelled wrong. Like, I'm not that dumb. So then these are also assessed on the test. So you'll have all those quizzes you can get bonus points in your lab book for, but then they're also the first 50 questions on the next exam. So it's really important that you memorize them. And the reason it is really important that you memorize them is because eventually you're going to name compounds that are made out of elements. And if you don't even know what the element is in the first place, it's really hard to name the compounds. Okay, fair enough. All right, let's turn to the first page now, and we'll knock out this activity pretty quick. All right, thank you. I'm going to talk about flowcharts. So we're going to do, it's just the first, oh, I forgot I did this. It's page 3. Goddard printed the old one, but that's okay. Page 3 it says separation of substance. You with me? And then there's a flow chart at the bottom. What I'm about to do, I do not want you to write in that flow chart. I just want to talk to you about a flow chart. What we're going to do in a minute, you're going to walk around the lab and you're going to look at these samples, like number 11. You're going to look at it and describe what it looks like. What do you think, Lilia? I love that she said that. She says it looks like clear, because she was about to say it looks like water. Were you not?
No.
Oh, okay. So don't describe what you think it is, or don't say what you think it is. Describe it. It is a clear liquid. You okay with that? You can write that on number 11 right now. It's a clear liquid. Is number 10 a clear liquid? No, number 10 is very different. What you're going to do, you're going to get 15 of these tubes. There's 2 sets. So just look around. You're going to describe what they look like, and then you're going to use your descriptions to break the 15 into 5 groups by using a flow chart. Okay, so here is what a flow chart does. You can write if you feel like it. You ask yes or no questions that will separate things into groups. So if I want to separate all of you by your properties into 2 groups, I might start with the question, long hair, question mark. And then everyone that has long hair would be on this side of the flow chart, and anyone that doesn't would go on this side of the flow chart. You with me? Okay, then that's 2 groups. I have long hair versus not long hair. Then I would ask another question. Let's say all the long hair, do they have blue eyes or something like that? So then you would have the people that do have long hair with blue eyes. You'd have that here. People with short hair that don't have blue eyes right there. And now I have 3 groups. I have short hair, long hair, not blue eyes, long hair, blue eyes. It's going to get complicated trying to keep track of this in my head, but you sort of with me? Okay, then I can ask the same question about the short hair. Do they have blue eyes? And now I'm in 4 groups, right? I need 1 more. So all I would do, I would pick one of the next row and I would ask a question about that. Are they tall or something like that? So eventually, I'll try and keep it here. We have the short hair without blue eyes, short hair with blue eyes, long hair blue eyes, long hair not, and then long hair not, short and tall. Is this homecoming? All right, I'll just mark them all. Just kidding. No, I should not. Okay, so in your ending box, I always want you, marker, oh, it's right here. So if you are not going to ask another question, if you're done, then you just put the answers to all those. So here, if you're not going to ask another question, you'd have like 1, 2, and 3. They're like all the clear liquids are right here. And then over here, it'd be like a liquid, but not clear. And we'd say like 5 and 6. You only put the numbers if you're not going to ask another question. Every other box is a question. So like, is it liquid? Is it solid? Is it clear? Is it crumbly? Is it black? Like all those are questions. At the end of your flow chart, you just put the numbers that answer that question. Okay, probably not the best explanation I've ever given, but I want you to go out and work on it and figure it out the rest yourself. So this is with your partner if you feel like it. It can be with really anyone. Just walk around the room as quick as you can and describe test tubes 1 through 15.